W. Bush.
Do you think it was the real Biden or the daddy long legs Biden?
I think it was the real one.
Okay.
I think.
Because you've seen the daddy long legs
he
guy,
wasn't
right?
too tall. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
that one guy was nuts.
And he's jogging to the helicopter. I'm like,
yeah, nuts. Like, I want to know the story about that. Like, is there any paperwork on who that guy actually was?
I'd love.
'Cause that was not Joe Biden. That's a guy with a mask on.
The mask things are real. I can tell you this from family from family experience.
You can see them online. Oh, from family experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
In 1967, let's just leave the family members out of it. But someone brought home a colleague from work, and the colleague had dinner and had coffee, and then at dessert, the wife was sitting there, had been talking to this person, and then this colleague took off his mask, and it was someone who the wife knew extremely well and had no idea. 1967.
Whoa.
So imagine what they can do now. The stuff that CIA lady shows on the YouTube video, I think that's just old. I mean, it's amazing. Well, 67, that stuff already existed and worked.
How come they couldn't get somebody Biden's height?
Tina says that too. I said, they just didn't care at that point. Just like they needed someone who had his cadence, which I think is harder to do, to be kind of, like that stumbling, bumbling.
Also, like, how many people do you bring this to? Like,
and what is that guy doing now? He needs a podcast.
That guy's dead.
He's got no.
That guy's at the bottom of the ocean.
What gig does he have
now? They took
now?
that guy fishing.
I hope not, but it's possible. Yeah. So
who knows?
There's a lot of that going on. I mean, we've spotted throughout the years. Hillary Clinton I know she had a double. And it was actually women who noticed it. Like, she's carrying her handbag on the other shoulder. It's like no woman switches that up. That never happens. And you look at her like, yeah, she does look a little different.
But it's also, isn't that a mind fuck though? Because then you start looking at everybody like, that's not the real one.
Are you Joe Rogan?
Yeah. Who's it? What happened? Who is it?
It's pretty crazy stuff.
It is.
I hope some of that comes out too. But, it would be great to know these things.
It would be great to stop lying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should stop lying.
Basically.
You should not have a fake. I mean, is there some sort of national security explanation that you could give for why you would have to have a fake president?
Well, I mean, holy moly. Have you ever seen the Kevin Kline movie?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there it is.
Wag the dog.
There's your, was it? No, not Wag the dog.
Other one.
Dave.
Dave. Right,
Dave.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, this happens all the time, these things.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Who knows, But again, season of reveal. We're learning things. We won't learn everything, but we will become a lot wiser. I'm convinced of it. And I'm excited. I am 60 years old and super excited and very bullish on the future, particularly of the United States. And I'm seeing the influence we're having in Europe. I'm seeing it. People like, we don't want this. And it's tougher for them. Like the UK, they don't really have a First Amendment like we do.
Right.
So it's like you hurt someone's feelings on Facebook, you go into jail. I mean, so they got a lot of work to do. But, I think Germany has a shot. I think the Netherlands has Geert Wilders. France, they're really pushing back hard on Le Pen and right-wing people. Viktor Orban in Hungary. I mean, there's at a certain point, the people will just not take it anymore, and it could get ugly over there. But people are people. I mean, we've had revolutions ourselves. We've been pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Of course, we got guns. That was a smart move, founders.
Yeah,
smart move.
First and Second Amendment were both.
The Second Amendment is there to protect the First, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm bullish. I really am. I'm excited, Joe.
I am too.